This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New York Giants.
Set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing Jones. And Tate's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain
17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones now on 1st down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jones. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
13.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This time Haskins will look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he's got room. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the
I
Giants.
tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake. Jones out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Chubb.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Washington.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
On the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Washington 0.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
McCann's got it teed up. Now Dion Lewis to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Jones. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, New York.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought
That was
down.
a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a completion there by Haskins. And you think back to the 2019 draft. Both Dwayne and his counterpart on the other sideline, Daniel Jones, first-round picks in that draft. Jones taken 6th, Haskins 15th, and they might be seeing a lot of each other for quite a while here in the NFC East. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 27, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
7-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Haskins will throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They run the counter. It's Love. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
17.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, here's Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down by Blake.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Love again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Here we go.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
All day, every day, any day. Check three, check three. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 56, Mike, 56.
A run for Nick Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 56, Mike.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Gibson brought him down. A gain of 2.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Love.
Haskins pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington 1st down.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes this Washington 27, Giants 6.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Looking for Shepard deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. 56. Mike, 56.
Throwing again. Jones. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones throwing on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On downs.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Love. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Marcus Golden on the stop.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
McCann on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's tackled at the
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Giants first down.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And that is incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57, Mike. It's going to be a long day. 57 on street. 57. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't